Oh, excuse me. Hey, everybody. How you doing out there? It's me, Craig Tube. I know it's been a long time, but I'm still here. And I figured, well, because of Christmas approaching and all that, and New Year's, I figured, well, I better get something out for you guys. And you're probably wondering what's going on. So this will be a bit of an update vlog, not professional or anything. I'm basically shooting this on my tablet, and it'll be edited on my tablet as well. It's just something so I can just do it real quick and not make it so complicated. Because, when I was doing more videos, I basically, because I've been working with video for many years, I have some skills in that department. I always wanted to make my videos look fairly professional if I could. And despite the, budget equipment that I have. And so that took time and effort and a lot of work. And I did it for a long, long time. So, you kind of get the gist of what I'm trying to say here. Everyone's getting older, and those videos are a lot of work. And, you set up lights, and you got, 2 cameras, a separate microphone. You got to get everything all ready to go, synced up and everything. And it's just a lot of work. It was just a whim. One day I just thought, hey, I guess I could make videos and put them on that YouTube thing. It was 2006. I mean, that's a long time ago. I remember when I first moved out on my own, probably when was that? A long time ago. And we won't do any math right now. No, I'm 59 now, so I'll be 59 in about a month. So, and I didn't know how to cook or anything. Like I literally didn't even know how to cook a piece of chicken or anything like that. I used to watch this cooking show, and I used to really love it because I learned a lot. I learned how to cook basically, and it wasn't one of those flashy, like these days. I haven't watched a cooking show lately, but they started getting all 3 or 4 cameras and flashing, zooming in and out and going out of focus and all these movements and excitement going on and there's music in the background and everything. And I just don't, that's not the way you cook when you're in the kitchen. This fella he's from Canada, his name was James Barber. And he had a cooking show called The Urban Peasant. Most of you probably have not heard of it because it was a Canadian thing. And, it was a great cooking show because it didn't have all that flashy camera movement, attention deficit stuff going on. It was just him in his kitchen, cooking something for you and show you how to do it. It's where I got the idea for my cooking shows that I did here. And I watched him for years and years until the show finally went off the air. And I was pretty upset, because that was every afternoon I would watch his cooking shows and learn all kinds of stuff about cooking. Just basic, take a piece of chicken or a piece of ham or a steak, do this to it, throw this with it, put it in the oven or, whatever, put it in the frying pan and make dinner. That's all it was. And it was so basic and quaint and just relaxing to watch. And I loved it. But not everything can last forever. And he went off the air, and then eventually he passed away, unfortunately, which I was very upset about. I'm not passing away anytime soon, I hope. At least to my knowledge, I shouldn't be, but I've stepped back from doing the videos a lot because it's just, as I said earlier, it's a lot of work and there's a lot of involved for me to get it the way I want it to be. I never slacked on quality. I did the best I could with what I had. So, I mean, this is just me throwing up a iPad thing or an Android tablet and, talking into the thing. This is nothing. But anyway, it's better than nothing. And that's basically it. I mean, I still make beer, still make wine. As we get older, you start thinking about your health and what this stuff does to you. Oh, it's so good. It is really good. I'll talk about this in a minute. I mean, if you're only drinking on the weekends or something, you're probably okay when you get older. And I'm coming up against sort of that at this time, where I'm at the age where I may start noticing aches and pains and things and whatnot. So I don't really want to focus so much anymore on the hobby of beer making, because I just do it to save money. I've always done it for that reason. And I just felt like it was a good way to save money. It's the same with, there's people who eat out a lot. They go out in restaurants or they order for, delivery. And, that's expensive. You're not only just paying for the food, but you're paying for all the people who are involved with getting the food to your plate, so it's the same thing. Whereas, me, I'm a home cook. I cook dinner every single night. I never order out. I just don't. For one thing, I could make this video really long if I wanted to. Boy, I'll tell you, there's a lot of things I've got on my mind. Takeout food is not good for you. And I'm not like saying I'm some sort of a health nut or something, but food is really kind of important. I mean, it's not just so you can sit down and stuff your face for 20 minutes. It's you need it to survive. And it has to be good food, and takeout food is just, not only is it expensive, but it's not really good for you. There's a lot of processed stuff in that. So that's another whole topic, which I may get into at another time, but it's cheaper to cook your own meals. And it doesn't take that long. People, I don't have time. I get home from work. I got kids. The dog has to go for a walk and this and that. I know. I understand that. But if you learn a few simple things, you can make meals pretty quick. You can cook meals in batches and freeze some of it, and then you can just take it out of the freezer and, heat it up. Sometimes things don't take long. You get an air fryer or a pressure cooker or something, you can make stuff real quick. So but it saves money, and it's also better for you. But anyway, now what I'm drinking here is this is what I was going to get to. Is this this is a stout, just a small glass today. It's a stout. It's a homebrew. It's a Muntins extract beer kit. So it's a can, right? Now, these things have come a long way, and you don't have to believe me. You don't have to believe me, but I'm going to tell you anyway. This knocks Guinness right out of the park. Okay? And it's a kit. You can't go wrong with a beer kit. You can go wrong with doing more complex methods, because it's easier to screw up. But if you know what you're doing, you're okay. I'm not going to get into that discussion anymore. That went on for years and years about all grain versus extract and all this stuff. It doesn't matter. You do it the way you want to do it. And let your neighbor do it the way he wants to do it. Doesn't matter. Whatever it is. You're happy with it, that's the way you're going to do it. So I'm happy with this. It's an excellent beer. It really is. I mean, it's beautiful. I think it tastes fantastic. I'm not lying to you. I'm being very honest. I mean, if I wouldn't even bring it into the frame, I would just not talk about it if it was no good. But it is good, and it's a Muntins. I do like Muntins products. I used to use Coopers, but I can't really easily get Coopers anymore. So we're getting Muntons, and very good. Even with the supplied yeast, folks. Even with the supplied yeast, it's a good beer. I'm sort of enjoying mostly these days, as far as, being online and entertainment goes. My radio, well, I don't know if you can call it a radio show. It's a radio type show. That's the shirt, your tube radio. You know what this is? If you're younger than 40, you don't know what that is. That's a vacuum tube. And it's basically it's a thing that they use to amplify stuff. It's like a transistor, but it's before transistors were invented. They had these things. So when you opened up the back of a radio, you'd see tubes, these glass bulbs, that got hot. And that's what they used to process the signal from the airwaves into the speaker. It's called a tube, a vacuum tube. In Europe, they call them valves. But, we call them tubes. So I had an old radio, and it was a tube radio, and that's where I got the idea for the name for my channel. My channel's on Vaughn Live. It's Vaughn.live, VAUGHN.live/CraigTube. And I do it on Friday nights at 10 o'clock p.m. and goes till about 2:30 in the morning. And it's a radio show. I play music. I play the drums. I talk. Skype calls sometimes. And, that's it. I mean, that's what and it's live. It's live. So it's not recorded and edited and everything. And I've started and I do it once a week. And I've really been enjoying that for years. How many years have I been doing it? 14 years now. Every Friday night. As far as staying, in the public eye, for lack of a better term, that's kind of what I'm doing. Is I'm enjoying the live shows. There's a chat room, so you can be in there and chat with people, or you can just not bother doing that. You can just listen and watch. So there's video and there's audio and there's a chat room. So anyway, that's what I enjoy doing lately. It's just easier, and once it's done, it's done. There's no editing. There's no aftermath. It's just a live show. Once it's finished, that's it. So I really enjoy that. So anyway, this wasn't supposed to be an advertisement, but I'm just letting you know that's where I am. If you want to know where I am, that's where I am every Friday nights. And that's about it. I mean, I don't have much else going on really. I mean, my kids are all grown up and moved out, and it's quiet, and I'm just sort of retired, kind of, and that's what it is. So, and I think that's about all I have for you right now. I hope you're having a good holiday, or when the holidays get here, and Christmas, holidays, New Year's, whatever you want to call it, and all that stuff. Of course, we all know that there's a lot going on politically, and I've, been sort of shying away from talking about that because it's very polarizing, and I really don't need to be known for my political views. It's not important at all. That's not why I'm here. And it's not why I've been here doing this for all these years. We can be friends without knowing who each other, which politics we believe in. So, but there is a lot of crazy stuff going on, and it's a weird, wild world we live in, really. And I know there's too much headroom here. I know. I tried to stack up some pillows here, but the chair is sinking. So I mean, I keep a track of that too, and what's going on in the world, in Canada and in the US and other countries, and all the cultural stuff. And it's pretty crazy. But, I like to keep track of it because I like to be prepared for an emergency or anything that might occur that it would require me to be prepared for something, and but anyway, I'm just rambling. I don't mind making these kinds of videos. They're easy. I'm probably going to watch this and hate it, but I'll just put it up anyway. And, I can talk about stuff, but really my days of, setting up several lights and tripods and wires everywhere and trying to find a cameraman if I can find one, and editing it all and everything. And there's just really not something that I really want to do much anymore. I'm not saying goodbye. That's not what I'm doing. But maybe my videos are going to start being more or less like, just let's have a beer. Let's sit and have a beer together. It's the end of the video and the fridge finally shut off. I nearly said the F word there. I don't know if you're allowed to say that anymore on YouTube. But now it's quiet. Should we start over? No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, folks, thanks a lot for listening. Feel free to post a comment down below and thumb up the video and all that stuff if you liked it and all that. I save that all to the end. I don't want to. That's the one thing that really bugs me about YouTube, is that, not YouTube, but about a lot of people, you're all set to sit and watch a video, and you got to put up with them begging you to thumb up, smash the like button and subscribe and ring the bell and da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, I just want to watch. I just want to get on with it. I don't need to be reminded to post a comment and smash the like button. Although I would like it if you did, or they'll dislike if you want. I mean, if you don't like it, then I guess that's what you'll do. But and post a comment. But I save that till the end. It's a waste of your time if to be told to do that when it's all there for you to do if you want to do it. But if you want me to, folks, I don't mind putting one of these out once in a while, but it's just going to be easy like this. There's not going to be any fancy footwork anymore, because I'm too old. I'm retired. But you never know. I might do something, but I don't know. But if you want me to make videos like this, I don't mind. I'll talk about stuff. I'll just be careful what I talk about, because I don't want to polarize anybody. I don't want to make any enemies, and I don't want to cause any ruckus. And I certainly don't want, anyone knocking at my door either. So anyway, take care of yourselves. We'll see you again soon. Don't forget, Friday nights, 10 p.m., vaughn.live/CraigTube. If you want to see me, it's 10 p.m. Eastern. And I'm put some music on for you. You can make requests. It's a really cool thing. Beautiful chat room. And other than that, I will see you next time I do this. And thank you very much for watching. I hope you're having a good day. Enjoy your beer. I'm enjoying mine. Thanks a lot. We'll see you soon. Oh, and cheers.